One of my takeaways was from the 5E lesson plan structure. So I had made lesson plans for other classes, but I've never used this format. At first, I was very confused on how to do it. It took me about a couple of weeks to figure out how to structure and format the 5E lesson plan. Once I was able to figure out what each different E's purpose was, then that made it easier. I was fond of this type of lesson plan because I got to see my thought process through those metacognitive statements, and then the different barriers throughout each section as well. It allowed me to visually see where I was implementing the barriers and the solutions. If I couldn't see where I was implementing them, then obviously I did not have them incorporated directly into my lesson plan. Another thing I liked about the 5E lesson plan was the metacognitive statements. This allowed my thoughts to go down on paper. I like to write down notes while I'm doing homework or even projects. I even set reminders every day just because I usually forget and I'm easily forgettable about things. So having this section to back up my ideas really helped. I will definitely be using this lesson plan for future classes once I go into student teaching and when I become a teacher. So the second takeaway I had from this course was making use of that demographic Google Doc chart with my co-teachers. So before this class, I had never thought about what students you will have in your classroom regarding race, wealth, gender, disabilities, parents, and many more. So once you know all of this information, it will make it easier to plan the lesson around the different barriers and coming up with solutions to those barriers. I liked how we were allowed to figure out how many students with disabilities we will have, or how many students have single parents versus both parents. So it was really cool to see those differentiations. And so I like that aspect, and I will definitely be using this chart again so I can base my lesson off of those demographics again.